previously on the Nationals.
Pero nagbintes, Leo Mort will
Boy,
go
pero si
down.
Eugene.
Coco, blazing duet sa
Naku
mukha.
po!
Mamamatay din ang kanilang cushion dito. Sino na susunod? Sire might go down.
Goodbye!
Sire is down as well. Wiped out under 10 minutes.
Oh, big fight right here. Why not going for that DJ Divine Judgment on to D, but Esso tries to go out. Why not hitting it? D with that 4-man Minoan of Fury. Esso biting it though really early in the
Another kill for the Winifred, pero mamamatay yung Sams natin once again. Pero si Deja Vu, buhay na buhay pa rin. And this is Happy Feet Emperors falling to SCI. The Olympian Mania for the Winifred.
It's the Nationals, the biggest esports tournament here in the country. My name is Kasama si Midnight, kami yung casters para sa ating series ngayon. Ano nga ba ang series natin ngayon, Kuya Midnight?
Ang magkalaban for today is Signal Ultra Warriors versus Happy Feet Emperors. For the first series pa lang naman yun, marami pa tayong aabangan mamaya.
Yeah, we have 3 games for today. So sa mga nag-aabang dyan sa mga national, sa mga games natin for the Nationals, Mobile Legends, syempre, malupit ang action natin for today.
Yeah.
But it's time to talk about the bracket we have right now. Mamaya na lang pala kanal, Signal Ultra Warriors will be facing up against Happy Feet Emperors first. Again, mamaya makikita natin yung scores nila, but I think that for both teams, sobrang importante makakuha ng 2-0.
Yeah, for sure. Lalo sa Happy Feet Emperors, alam naman natin yung sitwasyon nila ngayon. Kailangan nila mag-habol. And especially nasa second round na tayo ng ating round robin. So ang taas na ng chance nila na malaglag at hindi makapasok sa playoffs. Sa Signal Ultra Warriors naman, kailangan lang nila ituloy-tuloy yung momentum na nakuha nila. This is the flavor of Signal Ultra Warriors. Talagang first phases, talagang tinitimpla lang muna nila. Natatalo sila here and there. Pero pagdating ng gitna at dulo, dun sila nagkakaroon ng steam. Dun nagkakaroon ng momentum itong team na to. And makikita nyo naman sa scoreboard yan, Signal Ultra Warriors now sitting at the second place. Talagang tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-angat ng team na to.
Yeah, and you can see na malapit na sila makahabol sa top 1, which is Suwa Execution Punishers with 14 points.
Yeah.
And I think that the first loss of Suwa Execution Punishers was against Signal Ultra Warriors. Pero isang game lang yon. Then overall, natalo sila ng isang series against BREN ePro. Well, again, iba yung lineup nila nun eh. So
Yeah.
we can never really judge Suwa Execution Punishers at that moment. But Signal Ultra Warriors gonna be facing up against the bottom team, Happy Feet Emperors, with only 1 point, 1 win overall, and 12 losses para sa Happy Feet Emperors. It's not looking great for their team.
Yep, it's very unfortunate. Eh, medyo bago pa rin naman talaga tong lineup na to. So we might see certain adjustments here and there. Ang big question kasi for me is yung kumbaga yung pag-aaral talaga ng Happy Feet Emperors. The thing about this league is you have to prepare before your matches. And nakita natin yan, STIE Olympians ginagawa nila, nag-a-adjust sila every single game. Every time na may mistake sila i-commit, nawawalan the next game.
Yeah.
So for Happy Feet Emperors, will we see that against this kind of team na ang kalaban nila is champion caliber?
Which is gonna be very hard. Last time they met was a 2-0. Now Signal Ultra Warriors. Sama nila si D, si Few, Yaku, Eson, and Disanya. Hindi muna maglalaro si Kuya Tets ngayon. For the longest time, it's Eson Esports.
Yep.
Ang nakikita natin. Yaku mania na din, sinasabi ni Kuya Manjin. Pero ang gusto ko i-take note dito na kailangang abangan is actually Few.
Yeah, for sure. Kasi parang na-outshine na siya ni Disanya, tsaka ni Yaku, tsaka ni Ison. Well, Ison, ang tagal na nating sinasabi na yung Franco niya, hindi pinapansin, hindi binaban. That's why, laging nasa kanya attention. Pero si Few talaga yung one of the few players sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors na talagang super consistent all throughout.
I agree. Yung Happy Feet Emperors, they have Tan, Mr. V, si Arbe, si Kramen, MB. Malayo pa ang kanilang kailangang akitin.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the thing with Happy Feet Emperors is, nakita natin may individual skill talaga eh.
Yeah.
Pero I guess that it's the overall macro ng game na nagkukulang sila. Hindi, parang may point in time na magiging lost sila sa isang game, especially against top teams. Parang hindi nila alam paano mag-close out ng games. But now, we can see our player comparison. Ito, syempre, nandyan si Angelo Kyle Arcangel, a.k.a. Few, a.k.a. idol ng mga kids, a.k.a. Mr. Buy and Sell. Yun yun. And just, with 16 games played, you can see na napakataas na yung average GPM comparably kay Mr. Tan.
Yep, ang keynote dito for Few is yung KDA niya. He's one of the highest holding KDAs
definitely.
all throughout our league. And ito yung sinasabi ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Ito talaga yung key player for them. Kasi if you're gonna mention Disanya, Yaku, si Yaku, ang ginagawa lang niya is maintain yung lead ng Signal Ultra Warriors and gamitin niya yan pagdating ng late game. Pero for Disanya, kailangan niya kasi yung secondary na sasama sa kanya. It's not just the tanks. Kailangan din niya ng isang key player na kayang gumawa ng space for him. Kasi ang ginagawa ng Signal Ultra Warriors talagang all throughout the games na nilalaro nila, binibigyan nila lahat kay Disanya. Pero it's few making those little spaces na talagang na-abuse ng Signal Ultra Warriors.
You can see the record and sobrang skewed towards Signal, Ultra Warriors, and almost everything. Like yung KDA, napakalaki ng lamang ng Signal Ultra Warriors in terms of assists and kills. Pero yung deaths nila significantly lower than the average of Happy Feet Emperors. You can see na talagang yung liga natin dito between two teams, it's really sided on Signal Ultra Warriors. It's gonna be very hard for Happy Feet Emperors, but we will never take it away from them. They can still win this, but they have to give their best. Ika nga.
Yeah, understand the macro plays na ginagawa ng ating ibang teams kasi if you're gonna look at other teams dito na similar condition, again, I'm gonna use STIE Olympians.
Yeah.
Every single time, nagugulat tayo kasi nananalo sila against BREN, nananalo sila against Signal Ultra Warriors kasi they understand how to play the macro, especially in the early phase.
Yeah.
For Happy Feet Emperors, they do have the draft execution. Nandun yung idea din, yung idealization nila kung paano nila lalaroin yung laro.
Yes.
It's just that you have to study and you have to prepare kung ano yung ginagawa din ng teams. Kasi the thing about Happy Feet Emperors, you may have the skill, you may have the mechanical know-hows, pero you need to know how to how to play as a team.
Yes. And makikita natin overall para sa Happy Feet Emperors is individually meron talaga mga skilled na players, but in terms of combining it together para manalo as a team, din yung medyo nagkukulang sila.
Yeah.
We will see if that will change. Dahil in game number 1 natin ng best of 3 series na to, it will happen after this break. So wag kayong aalis dahil magbabalik ang The Nationals.
Welcome back to the Nationals, the biggest esports event in the country. Ako po si Mika, your courtside reporter for today. And today, it is the second matchup between the Happy Feet Emperors and the Signal Ultra Warriors. When they last saw each other, the Signal Ultra Warriors swept the Emperors 2-0. But today, the Happy Feet Emperors are hoping to get revenge. According naman sa Emperors, mas nag-practice daw sila for the Warriors at mulik, nireview nila ulit ang gameplay ng Warriors. Sa side naman ng Warriors, ang strategy nila is to focus on themselves. Minsan daw, pag mas masyadong in-anticipate ang outcome ng isang match, mas lalo daw sila nawawalan ng focus. So ang Emperors ay nakatutok sa Warriors at ang Warriors naman ay nakafocus lang sa sarili nila. Ano kaya ang magiging outcome ng match na ito? Be sure you're also watching the broadcast of the Nationals on Pay TV at One Sports and the EGG Network via Signal TV and on Free TV at 5 Plus via ESPN 5. We'd also like to thank PayMaya, our official digital payments partner. And of course, if you're following us on social media, it is at PH Nationals on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That is it for my courtside report. Now over to your casters, Midnight and Wolf.
Thank you so much, Mika. And I'd really like to take note. Ang ganda sinabi ni Mika dito na comparison between the mindset of both teams. Signal Ultra Warriors, they want to focus on themselves.
Yeah.
While yung kabila naman, they're focusing on defeating their opponents. I think na napakalaki nung difference nun in terms of going to head-to-head against Signal Ultra Warriors. Because I think that Signal Ultra Warriors, they're doing the right thing. They're focusing on themselves. Happy Feet Emperors, naku, baka lalo silang mayari dahil naka-focus nga sila on one specific opponent. What do you think about that?
I think for Signal Ultra Warriors, specifically dito sa team na to, it's the right mindset. Kasi I might get hated on this, pero for the longest time, for the top teams, Signal Ultra Warriors, they have the weakest early game rotations.
Okay.
Kasi if you're gonna compare yung mga talagang early aggressive teams like BREN ESPORTS o BREN ePro, ang ganda talaga ng early rotations nila. And this is why you always see yung Signal Ultra Warriors laging umabot na late game.
Yeah.
Lagi sila nag-defend. Pero the thing about this team is sobrang galing nila mag-defend.
Yes.
To the point na yung mga team, ang sinasabi nila sa team na to, sobrang gagaling lang talaga ng players.
Yeah.
Kasi laging umabot na late game, and dahil nga ang gagaling yung players, alam nila, sobrang patient nila sa end, ang taas ng understanding nila, so doon pumapasok yung player factor ng Signal Ultra Warriors.
We will see now yung top contested na picks sa ating buong tournament so far for Mobile Legends Conference. The most banned heroes muna. Harith has been banned 31 times. That is just how strong this hero is. You also have the Kaja right up there. Cho, interestingly, nababan siya ng napakaraming beses dito. Well, the Lunox as well, one of the strongest mages.
Yeah.
And you also have itong mga, sabihin na natin mga tech units or tech heroes. Sabihin natin with the Grok, Kimi, Lemord. Why do I say tech units? Kasi meron silang specific na role na nilalagay sa kanyang team. Like for example, the Grok, so siyang zoner type of tank. Kaya siguro di siya yung most banned. Pero alam natin na lagi din siya nakakatakot kaharapin. Same with Kimi and Lemord.
For the Cho here, nung unang stages ng ating league, talagang priority i-ban si Cho, even first banning sa blue side. Usually you don't do that, and na-realize din ng mga players na we can actually open up the Cho. Yung mga blue teams or yung first pick teams, they actually started letting the hero through. Kasi alam nila na priority ng red side naman i-ban. Pero dumating tayo sa point na hindi na binaban yung Cho. Even though sobrang taas pa rin ng priority dito sa hero na to, ang factor kasi kay Cho is you have to give it away para sa mindset mentality. Kasi pwede mong, mind games mentality, na kapag hindi binan ng kalaban mo, pwede mong kunin. And that is very true, lalo sa Signal Ultra Warriors at BREN ePro.
Yeah. The most contested heroes naman, syempre yung mga heroes na pinipick palagi at nababan palagi. You have this Akai, you have Carry, you have the Grok, you have Lemord, and Diggy. Their win rate is medyo nasa gitna pala for one. This, I think you have to take note of the top two heroes here. Lemord and Grok. 52% win rate kahit pa sobrang daming beses na nga niya nagagamit.
Yeah. And especially dito si Diggy, no? Yung pinakamalaking surprise ng ating tournament. Kasi parang iniisip ng tao na parang, yung Diggy hindi naman ganun kalakas yan. Pero pinakita ng PLDD Smart Omega nung day 1 pa lang gano'ng kalakas itong hero na to. That's a why not special. The thing about Diggy is natatanggal mo kagad yung majority ng crowd control na pwedeng dalhin na kalaban. And sino ba yung dalawang hero na yun? That's Kaja. And that's Akai. Akai is pasok dito sa contested, and si Kaja pinaka-ban na hero yan. So with one pick, kinukuha mo kagad yung hero na talagang anti-meta.
Yeah. Which we will see, dun sa mga top 3 picks na yun, tatlo dun ay nasa Signal Ultra.
Yeah.
You can see that Signal Ultra Warriors, bilang isang team, lagi silang stick to what they actually know. Ganun yung klase ng laro kasi ng Signal Ultra Warriors. They want to stick to what they know. Lagi nating sinasabi na limited yung hero pool nila, and it's not really disadvantage for them. It's more like yun yung gusto nilang comfortable na picks eh. Kasi Signal Ultra Warriors, hindi weakness sa kanila ang konting hero pool. It's actually one of their weakness and strength, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that ito talaga yung gusto nilang laruin. Kaya lagi nilang pinipick yung mga specific na heroes na to. We will see that in the draft. Parating nga between Signal Ultra Warriors and Happy Feet Emperors. And it's going to be the draft. Cho at Harith agad, top banned heroes. At hindi magbabago ngayong game.
Yep. Going back to sa sinabi mo about Signal Ultra Warriors, the reason why sinasabi ng mga audience or mga tao na parang sobrang liit ng hero pool ng Signal Ultra Warriors, it's because of the fact na sa unang phase nga ng isang tournament, talagang nandun sila sa alam nila. And kapag tumatagal yung tournament, they learn to adjust. Talagang nag-aaral sila ng heroes, ina-adapt nila yung iba't ibang playstyle na binabato sa kanilang team. Imagine yung Franco, di ba? BREN ePro yung nagdala niyan. Ngayon, ina-adapt na ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Even the Diggy, di ba? Kinuha na rin ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Nung first part ng ating tournament, they don't even mind about the Diggy pick. Hindi nila binaban, hindi nila pinipick. Pero pagdating ng second half, doon na, kinukuha na ni D. Pinaprioritize na ng Signal Ultra Wires na, uy, ang lakas itong hero na ito ba't di natin kunin?
And there is going to be the Grok. Pipili ng Happy Feet Emperors at mukhang tuwan-tuwa.
Oo.
Siguro a few.
Ikaw din, kulang to.
Siyempre naman, peak performance.
Oo, na kung maalala nyo, Autoban ang Grok ni Kuya Wolf nung roll swap.
Ay, naku. Ano, kung nanonood kayo ng roll, alam mo, gusto ko talaga magkaroon ng roll swap.
Number 2.
Number 2, season 2.
Paano, second half naman ulit.
Okay, di ba kayo yung katapat namin?
Oo.
Please naman, no, pakita lang natin sa tao. Okay lang man, alam naman namin matatalo din kami.
Oo, pero
At
dapat
least meron.
iba-iba na yung team. Iba-iba na
Iba na
team.
yung- ay, pwede.
Medyo imbalance eh.
Pwede.
Oo, pero ito na, Kuya Wolf, Signal Ultra Wires, they picked up the Franco and Akai. Now, meron pa tayong Digi in the pool, so there's still a potential na makounter sila ng Happy Feet Emperors, pero hindi. Double Mage setup kagad yung papatakbuhin ng HF dito. It is gonna be the Esmeralda and Selena.
Yeah, I like that Esmeralda has been picked by Happy Feet Emperors. Nakita ko to before with them. They were really comfortable with it. Yung nga lang hindi nakakatapos ng game. So, Signal Ultra Wires ngayon, papakita nila tayo ng way para sagutin ng Esmeralda. So the thing is, hindi mo talaga siya ma-out-sustain in terms of damage or in terms of tankiness. You really need to burst him down. And not only that, kailangan mo ng lockdown. At the very least, yung Signal Ultra Wires dito, meron silang napakalupit na suppression. Courtesy of the Franco, nung gamit nga yung Bloody Hunt or aka Brutal Massacre na meron siya. And they also have Desanya with this Kadita na ito talaga isagot nila eh. Burst that Esmeralda down bago siya mag-accumulate ng shields.
Yeah, and actually, I'm actually surprised no, na prioritize ng Signal Ultra Wires dito yung Kadita over the Lunox. Even though it's open right now. Remember, that's one of the most contested top mages natin. Kung hindi siya hari talagang si Lunox. And I think the idea here ng Signal Ultra Wars, the reason why they didn't pick the Lunox, it's because of the Selena factor. Kasi once natamaan mo ng araw si Lunox, which should be the top priority ni Selena, hindi ka basta-basta makakapag-ano, hindi ka basta-basta makakapag-Order of Brilliance, lalo pag wala kang Digi or wala kang way to purify the stun. And as Lunox, medyo ayaw na ayaw mo yung ganong klaseng team play. So, they opted to go for, kumbaga yung reset here dito, which is nakatita, alam naman natin yung Breath of the Ocean, talagang sobrang disruptive niyan. And matutunaw din kasi yung shields ni Esmeralda.
Yeah. Yung word, interestingly, binan na Happy Feet Emperors dito. I would have guessed na sila yung kukuha niyan. Well, siguro dahil meron silang Selena and Esmeralda, hindi na lang din nila kukunin yun. They would have prepared the thumbs for sure. And I like this dahil kinuha agad to. Binan agad to ng Signal Ultra Wires. Carry is a natural pick if ever they will get it kasi ito nga yung hero nila na pang tunaw dun sa Grok. Grok hates carry, going up against carry in the late game. Pero early game kasi napakadaling patayin ng isang carry. So yun ang yung kailangan nila watch out dito. But I would like to take note, ang pinili ng Signal Ultra Warriors is Kadita Franco. Kung hindi nyo alam guys, ito meron silang magandang rotation na gagawin mamaya. Detect nila yung mid lane, pupunta sila dun sa may bandang kanan nila. In this case, sa left side ng mapa natin, left side jungle, kukunin nila yung tinatawag nating Balanar o yung tinatawag nating green na jungle. Si Balanar, tsaka si Papa Buff. Kung i-hook nila yung buff na yun, yung mag-isa, tapos ilalapit nila si Balanar, tapos papatay nila ng magkasabay.
Sabay, yan. Uy! Aljus and Lolita ang option ng Happy Feet Emperors dito. I would have guessed na Hayabusa yung gusto nilang kunin dito kasi they've shown na yung Signal Ultra Warriors, they're willing to pick the carry into a Hayabusa pero they opted to go for a different route. The natural, nung Season 1 pa to MPL Season 1, yung Aljus counter against the carry.
Aljus is... I don't like the Aljus though.
Yeah, I would have preferred honestly yung Hayabusa. Kasi ang idea ng Happy Feet Emperors dito, medyo outdated actually, is yung capability mo to snipe the carry kapag lumagpas siya sa yung bandang river. Kasi ang layo ng lalakbay niya bago siya makatakbo sa kanyang mga kampe. And that is the idea. Kapag merong Aljus in the game, hindi pwedeng lumagpas ng certain area of the map si carry. Pero with this kind of lineup na meron yung Signal Ultra Warriors, they don't even need to protect the carry. Meron silang Kadita, meron silang Hayabusa, and well, medyo contradicting kasi dalawang heroes na gusto maghiwalay, the carry and the Hayabusa. Pero the thing about the lineup of Signal Ultra Warriors, ang taas ng early game aspect nila.
To be honest, I think this is not gonna be hard for the whole of Signal Ultra Warriors. Bakit ko nasabi yan? Kasi comfort na naman to para sa Signal Ultra Warriors. Walang nagbago. Ito pa rin. Stick to what works. Don't fix what's not broken. And definitely para sa Signal Ultra Warriors na huli nila yung gusto nilang makuha. I like this Kadita plus Franco na combo nila. Ito yung lagi nilang go-to kapag gusto nila mag-late game. Bakit? Kasi sobrang nakakapag-farm ng early game itong Kadita at Franco when they are together. Tapos meron ka pang killing potential almost every time. So talagang aabot tayo dito sa late game if ever na sobrang lakas nila. Or yung early game, yung late game ay mapapaaga. Alam mo yung sense na
Yeah.
yun? Yung late game, instead na mangyari late game
Magiging
ng bandang 80
mid-game.
minutes, magiging parang 12 minutes, napakalakasan nila.
May disparity rin kasi yung magiging net worth nila dito. Yung sinasabi ni Kuya Wolf, yung late game na napapaaga, sa sobrang laki kasi ng advantage ng Signal Ultra Warriors, magagamit nila yun to push through yung resource control. Yung resource control is very important kasi kapag na-lock in ka sa base mo, hindi ka nakakapag-farm and yung kalaban mo kinukuha yung resources mo. So, in retrospect, talagang bumibilis yung farm nila. Samantalang ikaw, nai-hinder yung scaling mo.
And we will see that for sure. Ito yung inaabangan na natin. We're just waiting for the game to start. Pero nakikita natin ngayon yung comfort talaga sa mukha ng Signal Tours. Nakikita nyo ngayon sa inyong screen.
Si Ison, no?
Mukhang masaya sila sa nangyayari.
Sabi ni Ison, ako bahala sa'yo, Yako. Pag chinerge ka nung Aljo, susuppression ko lang.
Oo,
And
actually kaya na, by the way.
yeah, I really don't Aljus against a